Hey, we are on. Welcome back. You're in the Cheap Seats on 96.3 FM, streaming live on the web at WLCNonline.com. All over the world, I'm Scott Kirby, along with Jake Johnston.
And we're back.
And Joe Ryan. That's a nice little lid you got there.
And the sun is shining on it.
Actually, I'm praising Joe Ryan for providing the extra tookage today.
I'm taking care of you, brother.
Oh, dude, this is
you know what I'm saying?
Brilliantly.
Is that a little big for you?
A little bit, but
you got a melon, Joe.
No, I'm not.
It's comfy.
It's comfy.
It is. That's a good hat.
Yeah, it's real nice.
You may not see that.
Nice lid.
We're here at Graue Incorporated, located in 1905 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln, getting ready for the big test drive and barbecue event to benefit the Lincoln Community High School Choir, which will be held today from 10 to 2. We invite you to join Jeff number 2 from the Classic Rock Experience, Jim from the Lincoln Country Morning Show Drive, and Lisa, the Fix 96 Prize Girl, live from 10 to 11. And you can also register to win fabulous prizes. Stop by and say hi. Register to win prizes from the prize vault. And from 10 to 2, take a test drive at Graue Incorporated, and the fine folks at Graue will donate up to $1,500 to the LCHS Choir Group program. And if you donate, the Graue Gang will match your donations up to $500. Plus, the Nuthatch Hill Barbecue and Catering Company will be grilling it up with proceeds benefiting the LCHS Choir too.
And that's good stuff.
That is good stuff.
Had some of that yesterday, IGA. Good stuff.
Yeah, I saw his little setup. Well, it's not little.
The Urban Cowboy.
A big old setup right there at IGA.
The Urban Cowboy. He'll be throwing some barbecue around out here.
All right. Well, guess what's for lunch, boys?
And when is it Graue? It's Graue right now.
It's Graue right now.
You missed that, didn't you?
No.
I thought you'd seen the song.
Well,
Graue right now.
You guys have been on the...
He's a little...
I like the jingles.
He does.
Man, I like jingles.
Mission Mart?
Nothing.
I always wanted to be a jingle guy.
Nothing.
Instead of looking like Chris Kringle, I really wanted to jingle.
You should be a rapper.
He just needs to stop.
That was rhyming.
Oh, my goodness.
I can. I can do a lot of things.
Joe, Jim wants to know what's in that coffee. A couple of shots of
right there.
Some stuff I make at home, little remedy.
A little something.
A little something. We got Jordan Perry calling in today. We're going to call him.
We're going to talk to his dad.
We're going to talk to his dad. He's over at the state tournament golf.
A little update there, huh?
He's going to give us an update.
Yeah,
hopefully, we'll let Tommy Perry talk about it. It's a brutal day over there as far as weather.
Yeah.
But, his son played well.
And then we got the girls, the team. They're over there as well. So
I haven't heard any updates on that. If somebody out there wants to call in and tell us some stuff, I don't have.
I pulled it up online here.
Where are they at? They're in Decatur for the girls?
Yes.
Yeah.
Red. I can't remember.
Right now, they're
right here. Is it Red Tail? Yeah.
They're setting at 9 right now at plus 97 as a team.
Caitlin Hasbury's setting at 6th, if I'm understanding that correctly.
Nice job.
Yeah. She what?
Yeah, I got Red Tail on today. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
It's nice, isn't it?
We also have Miles Moose. He's going to swing by and talk about some racing.
Yes.
So
I told him he needed to explain it because I don't know all about it. But, out of like 400 or 500 people in the state, he finished up there at the top 6 or something. Interesting stuff. I don't understand how it all works. That's why I said you just got to come tell us all about it. So he's going to try to get in here at some point in time.
Oh, boy.
Good deal.
That's what guest getters do.
We got a lot going on. Plus, we're going to have Mr. Graue. He's going to sit in with us towards the end of the show.
And he always likes to talk.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he can talk. Maybe we get Todd Cece come out and talk a little bit. He likes to babble.
Yeah.
What's he talk about? Cars?
He talk about anything. He's a very interesting guy. Come on out here, Todd.
He's busy selling cars.
He's hiding now.
He don't have time for us. A lot going on in sports right now, fellas. Sad to say, your Cardinals are out of the playoffs.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, and now he wants to bring it up. Oh, let's talk about it.
Let's talk baseball.
Were they playing?
I was really wanting them to win the other night because my father-in-law had tickets to go, and I tell you what, I was over there watching the game Thursday. And, boy, I had to leave because he was getting fired up.
Yeah.
He's a diehard fan, and I was hoping they would win. I didn't tell him that, but because he had tickets and
you wanted to go.
No, I wouldn't have went. He would have taken his wife.
All right.
But the Giants, they just seem to always I don't know. They're just always right there. You know, they won it back in 2010, 2012. Now it's 2014.
3 of the last 5.
Yeah, and
then the Cardinals were at the other 2.
Yeah, so the Giants and the Cardinals seems like they've been representing the National League the past
both teams
years.
played each other how they played all year. I mean, they're so similar in ball club style and everything. That was the one I didn't want to see the Cardinals play, and unfortunately, that's who they played.
Well, the Cardinals kind of beat themselves. They did a lot of silly things, errors, some pitching. Their defense hurt them a couple of games.
But when you have 2 similar styles, that's what's got that. Something has to give on one side or the other. It's usually defense is what gives up a couple runs, and to be honest, a couple runs can mean a series.
Yeah, and with the pitching that the Giants have, and Bumgarner and
their bullpen's tough.
And it's tough, and I don't know. They're stud from years ago. I don't even think he's pitched yet in the playoffs. That's Tim Lincecum. Has he even saw the mound
from about 5 years ago?
Yeah, I mean he's just kind of fell off the face of the earth.
He's in the bullpen now. So
is that where he is? Bullpen?
That's where he's at.
Allegedly. There's been rumored sightings.
There, tell you what, there's a lot of things going on down in the bullpen.
Well, crap, he's down in the bullpen just riding along. He's won the World Series, he doesn't have to do anything. Yeah. And he's getting paid probably $15-20 million to sit down in there.
Now they got to run into the buzzsaw of the Royals.
The Royals, they haven't lost a game in playoffs, have they?
They have not.
8-0.
Wow.
Has that ever root for them?
Has it ever been done where somebody just walks through the whole...
You'd think the Cardinals would have done it as many times as they're there.
Easy.
Not in the modern times.
Have the Cubs ever done it?
But not in the modern
times. Have the Cubs ever done it?
Never. They might have in 1908. Heck, I can't remember back that far.
Back in, what was it, 1945 was the last time they were there?
Yeah, obviously they didn't run through it.
I'm telling you, next year I think they're good.
They get about 3 starting pitchers.
Next year, yep.
We need 2.
You need 3.
You need 3 starting pitchers.
2, and we need to give you guys
4 or 5 hitters
back.
and some guys that can field, and I think you're going to be all right.
Some guys that can field.
Be all right. Yeah.
Yeah. I think
as long as they stay healthy.
Yep.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Well, right now they're
looking.
They got
good
a shot
right
to lead they lead in the division right now,
especially in strikeouts. And
now I see you guys are. We
went to a different level, didn't we?
Since your Cardinals are out now,
you brought it up. We didn't think you wanted to talk about it.
It's a fact.
Oh, now this show's became about facts.
Lloyd, help me out here, bud.
Is this a facts show now?
This is all about facts. If it's not true, we don't talk about it.
Absolutely.
You heard it here. It's real.
It's real. It is a real deal. Okay, let's get back on track here. What are we talking about?
I'm going Royals. I like the Royals. Yep.
You don't think?
I just like the team. I like the fact that they bring speed to the game, which you don't see much of.
Right.
They like to run. They play great defense, and again, one of the lowest home run hitting teams of the season. So, but in the playoffs, again, kind of like the Cardinals, they've been putting up some homers. So,
can you name 3 people off the Royals, Joe?
Kevin Seitzer.
That plays today.
Oh, today. Is George Brett still
there?
He might be at third. Heck, I don't know.
No. Could I name? No, I couldn't name.
I know.
I could name a barbecue
Brett
sauce.
Butler's about the only one I know.
Brett Butler.
Is it not Brett Butler? Who's the hitter?
We're going to go to a commercial.
It's Butler, isn't it? See, I guess I don't know any.
Yeah, you're down to me. 0.
How many teams did Brett Butler play for back in their late 80s, early 90s?
There's a Butler that's their hitter.
6.
The Butler did
Billy
it.
Butler.
Billy. Okay, excuse me.
Buckner?
Butler. Buckner might be
Billy
on there
Buckner?
too. He's playing first base. Yeah. Balls are going to his legs.
DH.
So you like Kansas City?
I like Kansas City. I like their pitching.
I'm going to root for them too.
It's just fun to watch.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah,
I haven't been there since 85. And they're from Missouri. That's kind of close.
Why not?
Why not?
Let our cousins win it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. My cousin, he's the one of the head dogs down at Kansas City for Hy-Vee. And he's got season tickets there, so he's kind of.
So are you saying we're taking a little trip?
We could.
You know what? A road show paid for by WLCN. Yes. How about it? What do you think, Jim? Give us a nod.
Jim?
Not off on that. There we go.
You know what I would really like to do next year and see if Jim and Jeff can get this done. Take the show to Bourbonnais one day for the Bears training camp. Would that be cool or what?
Absolutely. And wait a minute, where's the draft? Isn't
The draft is in Chicago.
Yeah, let's go to that too.
Yeah.
Jim's all about it, but he's like,
Jim, we can cut some other expenses.
He
and
nods
get
his
that
head,
done.
yes.
he's like, oh yeah, that could happen.
Yeah.
He's like, no, probably not, guys. But
Just
yeah.
staying out of
So
it.
hopefully they can work on getting us some credentials, and we'll get up there and we'll bring it.
And the tweet is on.
Tweet is on, WLCN Sports. Lloyd's manning the tweet. We do have some theater tickets to give away today. So during our first break here, in a couple minutes, we're going to think of a trivia question. And I'm sure it will be a dandy. So you can win 2 tickets to the Lincoln Theater 4, which they're in the process of doing some expansion.
blue.
So yeah, what color is the sky?
Color was George Washington's white horse.
Brown. So yeah, if you want to win those tickets, we're going to think of
Was it a unicorn?
a trivia. Well, what's in your guys' coffee today? You guys are just
Saturday morning.
It's Saturday.
Man.
We're
Let's have a little
jacked
fun
up.
on Saturdays.
Kind of excited about
this
the
is
sports.
this is a serious show here,
Oh,
guys.
absolutely.
Yeah, it is. That's right. Serious back up.
We got facts. We need to get to the facts.
Facts. Let's get some facts. What?
You have a writing utensil?
I don't. Oh, what do you need to write down?
Aren't you in charge of this show?
I got duct tape.
Well, here we go.
I think I've got safety goggles on.
All right. Well, hey, let's take a commercial break, and we're going to try to get Perry.
Come back. Yeah, we'll get Perry on the phone.
Talk to him, see how they're doing over there today. A little chilly to be golfing in the morning, but it's not
Where'd
raining.
the sun go?
It went behind the clouds.
Right as soon as I got his hat.
I don't think it's coming back out, fellas. So stay tuned. You're in the Cheap Seats, 96.3 FM, streaming live at the web, WLCN. Ready? Listen for it.
Start popping that foot. Let's go.
All right.
Next week he's bringing the drum set in.
Hey,
Mine.
can you play that one on the drums?
Oh, yeah.
Well, let's have you on
Dude, he
here
can-
sometime.
Pound that out.
You know what?
Lloyd can do it too. He's over there. He's wanting to. He's
I
a
say we
drummer,
have
too.
a drum contest.
We have our
do it.
own band, really, between these two.
Well, hey guys, let's get to it here. We are at Graue Incorporated here at 1905. Joe Ryan, Scott Kirby, Jake Johnston. We have Tom Perry on the line with us. Good morning, Tom.
How we doing, guys?
We're doing great. How you doing over there in Decatur?
We're in Bloomington.
Oh, you're in Bloomington. The girls in Decatur.
And we're back.
We got off to a good start there.
Tom, you're supposed to roll with it.
And what time's the hockey game start?
Well, this is more like football weather. But, it seems to be like that every year up here. It's about a week too late, but they got to play it anyway.
Hey, so tell us a little about yesterday's play and just kind of run through some things.
It was brutally windy. I'm not so sure. Even Jordan said he's ever played and wind that strong, but everybody had to play in it. He played really well. He was top of the leaderboard all day long. He was leading going into 17, and he took a big number. Just hit the wrong club, hit a couple in the water, and that's kind of the way it goes. Right now he's sitting at tied for 10th. That's what me and him talked about. The goal was a top 10 finish, and that's where he's at.
Well, I would say absolutely nothing wrong with the top 10 finish.
No, not in the state of Illinois.
Nope, that'll get him a medal, and that's been our goal the last 3 years and counting this year. And he's 6 shots off the lead, 3 out of the top 5, and you can look at it 2 ways. You had a good round, except for one bad hole ruined your round. He's ready to go.
Good deal.
He's ready to go.
Now, how many golfers are over there, Tom?
There is probably somewhere around 110.
Oh, wow.
So he's he was leading it going into 17, and then like I said, he just it was tough, but they all had to play it. He took an 8, which sounds like a lot, but if you've seen it, it wasn't hard to do. So
I've
Joe
taken
would probably never do something like
snowman.
that,
Hey, I've taken a snowman a few times.
Yeah, it was pretty heartbreaking. He was pretty upset, but it's the way the game goes. It's tough, and we'll see what happens today.
Well, it's almost a good thing it happened late, so he hadn't, if you take an 8 on number 2 and you got to play the rest of the day, mentally it takes it out of you.
Well, and that's what we talked about. I said, Jordan, it'd be even worse if it happened today. You're going into the lead, going into the last day, and it happens. So you get a chance to redeem yourself, and he says he's ready to go. So,
good.
Like I said, it's a tough game. The wind's not as bad. It's a little cooler, but it was brutal. I mean, it was probably 30-mile-an-hour winds, and it par 3 probably played about 225. So he just hit the wrong club and hit it over the green, and it kind of went downhill from there. So
you said 4 birdies yesterday?
He had 4 birdies. Yep.
That's pretty good.
Sounds like a pretty good round right there, for us.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. I mean, it was tough, but they all had to play in it. Like I said, that was the goal, is the top 10, and he's right there. So good, solid round today, and he should bring home a medal, and that's what we want to do.
What time does he tee off today?
He goes off at 10:18 again, same time he went yesterday, and be almost the same group he was in. So, but he's right there. He says he's ready, and he wants to prove himself.
How is the course? How's it holding up?
Well, afterwards yesterday was pretty tough, but after we talked a little bit and said, look, it's still there. It's still reachable. You can take it either way. You could have had a few other bad holes instead of one bad hole and still be sitting in the same spot. So it's short-lived. You got to get over it. You got to move on. He's been playing it long enough, and you can let it eat you alive and go out there and beat it around again, or you can go out there and try to prove yourself.
Now, are you guys able to follow him hole to hole? How does that work as you're watching?
Yes, you can follow him. You can't talk to him. Yeah, but you can follow him. There's quite a few people that do follow along. The coaches can talk to him at any time. But as far as the people watching, they want you to keep a certain distance. It's awful tough. But, but you can follow along. He's got a good crowd of people coming today. I think there's a dozen people coming to watch, so he's kind of looking forward to that. Darren Powell's bringing the 1450 camera, so I'm not sure how that's going to go. Hopefully they see some good golf, but it's a tough game. It's a tough game, and it wears on you, and so we'll see.
Hey, well, wish him well, and we'll try to get him on next week. If we can, if he's available, we'll get him on next week, talk a bit about it.
Absolutely. Appreciate it, guys.
All right, Tom. Good luck today, guys.
Hey, thank you.
That's Tom Perry, the father of Jordan Perry, over in Bloomington. Wow. But the girls are in Decatur. Okay, so somebody's in Decatur golfing today. And anybody listening, if you want to follow Jordan, you can go to IHSA.org, and I believe they have live updates on there.
Well, the thing about it is, too, the guys in front of him can do the exact same thing that he did today.
Right.
And, they're just starting out. So
and
he could be right back up there at any point.
Right, and Jordan's he's a little more familiar with the course now. I'm sure they went over and did a practice round, but what does that get you?
But you never know. Wind conditions, everything else. One miss hit, and all of a sudden you can throw up an 8 like that.
Right.
Joe Ryan knows all about that.
If I'm sure his I'm sure his dad was golfing with him and kind of coaching him throughout his whole career. Right. And for him not to be able to say, well, you need to use this club, and
well, he's got some other good guys from Lincoln that are good golf guys giving him some advice
because obviously I'm not much of a golfer, but club choice is pretty key, and when weather conditions play a part of it, one or two clubs up or down could make a big difference.
So you have to think the course is a little bit soft too right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that'll be in his favor.
So I'm sure the rough is pretty soggy and
thick.
Hey, there goes a pin.
They always make sure it's nice and manicured.
So that's pretty. 110 golfers and you're in the top 10. And leading it throughout the whole day. That's very impressive. I don't know if he has any future plans of golfing, in college. I'm sure he will, but I think the kid's been golfing since he was able to walk. So
pass that over there to Jim. Tell him to call that number.
Call that number, Jim.
Who are we calling now?
Now we're going to get an update from the girls.
Okay.
So we'll string this out a little bit.
And they are in Decatur.
And are they golfing today?
They are golfing, and they are in Decatur.
We're going to give them a call.
So are we going to keep it here, or are we going to take a break?
Let's keep it here. We're called Doug Dean, and Doug said he's with Coach right now, and if we give him a call, we can slide him on and and just see what's going on.
Okay.
You guys made fun of me. I mean, you throw up many 8s when you're on the golf course?
Oh, I've just picked my ball up and quit.
Yeah.
The scorecard only goes to 4, I think, doesn't it, Scott? I don't know.
How many mulligans do you get?
How many times can you just pick it up and throw it back down and hit again?
Yeah. I've taken an aluminum baseball bat, too, and, I've done it that way.
I've never done that.
I haven't either.
That's just ridiculous.
It gets a little ridiculous, doesn't it? Because I've had problems before out there, and it doesn't even have to be windy.
Oh yeah, no, not like I said, a miss hit, and all of a sudden you are throwing up 8 real quick. So, especially when that's league. I mean, that's serious. This isn't playing around out on the golf course.
Yeah. So
we're back.
So we got somebody online here, Jim. All right. Good morning. Who we have here?
You got Coach Randall.
Hey, Coach Randall.
How you doing?
Good. How are you guys?
You sound better than Doug Dean. I'm going to tell you that. I thought we were going to hear him on here. But how you doing, Coach? Tell us about it. What's going on?
Oh, well, we're about 3 holes in this morning. A little colder than yesterday, but not as windy yet. But the wind will start to pick up. Yesterday was an okay day. Not a very good ball striking day all around.
Did you?
What's that?
No, I was wondering. Where are you sitting right now? Somebody up here say, are you guys in 6th place?
We finished in 8th yesterday.
Finished in 8th. Gotcha.
Yeah. Or 9th, I think.
9th.
Currently 9th, yeah.
Yeah, you're plus 97, just behind Morton.
Right.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, we'd really like to edge Morton, so I think 7th place was like 20 strokes ahead of us. So to make up that difference would be kind of tough, but once enough, we could definitely move up a spot.
Wow.
So,
well, let's bypass Rochester. Let's get by them. We don't,
That's going to take some miracles.
Got a little work to do, but we got faith in you.
So tell us about how the girls are doing.
Have to hit into them a little bit.
Individually.
Yesterday we didn't have a good start. We were already 10 over after the first hole for 4 scores. But the girls, I don't know if you saw the scores at all, but we started on the back 9, which is the harder 9, and everybody improved on the second 9. Like Lexi struggled. She shot a 56 on the first 9 and then a 48 on the second. So there were some small victories like that throughout the day. Caitlin played very consistently. She's tied for 8th going into today.
Excellent.
Tied for 6th going into today. So, yeah, she had an 80. That was the only score under 100, though, which is not typical for us. So, just gave away a lot of strokes around the greens, and we need to fine-tune that and be a little more careful today with that. So.
And what time are you teeing off today?
We've already teed off. We started at 8:30. All the girls have.
What are you doing talking to us?
You know the way golf is. It's kind of slow and not, so I've got some time.
So the girls, they're all in one group, so they all go at the same time, and then you take the top 4 scores at the end of the day? Is that how that works?
Yep. I got my girls in 6 different groups all behind each other.
Oh, okay. So they're not golfing all together?
Oh, no. We're playing with Metamora today, Geneseo, and Wheaton Academy.
Okay.
And you're, what hole are you on now?
Well, Caitlin just finished her first hole, but
is this a live update?
Yeah.
No, there is live scoring on the IHSA website.
Well, these guys are poking around on it, but they haven't found anything.
Well, I don't even know how to run this.
It's why we sound confused, because we're trying to look at this and talk.
How'd she finish on the first hole?
I don't know. I watched them all tee off, and then I moved to the next spot. I don't have a cart today, so I've got to pick my spots carefully.
Oh, that's not nice.
So
I need to give you a cart. Okay, there we go.
So the top 10 in the teams, do they medal, or how's that work?
The top 10, out of all the 120 players here, will medal, and then the first and second team will get trophies.
Okay.
That's very cool.
And third, I guess. Third, too.
Well,
I don't pay attention.
Lexi Morris, they're on the back. She's on the back 9. She's +3 right now. And Rachel is +5. They both start on the back 9. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Just to update you.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, now we're on top of things.
Yeah, see?
you don't want to see any black boxes on those courses.
Well,
black boxes mean bad holes.
We do see one black box, but that's it. Just one so far, so that's not bad. What's a blue box mean? Is that?
That might be double or bogey.
Well, they don't even give you. Oh, there it is. A blue box is double bogey. So we want to see some purple boxes. All right.
Purple, maybe a little orangish.
That's pink. Are you colorblind? Yeah. So let's get some purple and pink today, and let's get these girls back up there.
Okay, sounds good. And white. I think white means par.
Yeah, white's par.
Is Doug Dean any help over there with you or not? Or did he just have a phone?
No, I think he's okay. We're glad he's here today watching his daughter.
Okay, Coach, we're going to let you go so you can get back to coaching and quit listening to these boneheads with me. So good luck today, and we will keep track of you all day.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, that's Coach Randall with the Lincoln girls golf team. And they are in Decatur, and I believe we're at the Red Tail Run Golf Club.
Yeah, nice place.
Yeah, it is. All right, guys, let's take a commercial break. We come back, we'll have Miles Moose on with us. He's going to talk some racing, so stay tuned. You're in the Cheap Seats, 96.3 this morning.
Good, how are you?
We're doing great. You're with Moose Racing, obviously. Tell us a little about what you do.
Oh, man, we drive a crate late model. We've raced all around Illinois and pretty much the nation this year. We ended up sixth in the national points and second in the northern region. We won the points out in Lincoln, so that's kind of a big deal for me, being from Lincoln, kind of trying to support my hometown.
Absolutely.
Tell us about, you said you finished sixth nationally. Like, that's out of how many drivers and all that? Because I don't know that stuff.
I think there was like 362.
Wow.
Yeah, it's kind of a big deal. At the beginning of the year, I was hoping for a top 10, and I kind of overexceeded my expectations, but could have always done better. But, some bad luck. And
now, how long have you been racing?
I've been racing since I was 4.
4?
Yeah.
Those little
quarter midgets.
Go-kart midget thing?
Yep.
Awesome.
I've still got an old shirt from Moose Racing. Had the big moose head on it.
Oh, yeah. We still got that on our car, actually. We've had it on every car since I was 4, so that kind of sticks with us. We got it on our shirts, too, right there.
Now, racing is it's all about sponsorship, and it can't be cheap to race, and obviously it's expensive. So if somebody wants to sponsor you, or how do you get sponsors to? Because my buddy right here,
it's loaded.
Man, you just got to go to different companies or anyone really that's willing to help. And you got to ask. You got a 50-50 shot of them saying yes or no. So, well, let's throw out some information here. Maybe somebody's listening. If you want to throw out a phone number or a way to contact you if they want to sponsor you. Yeah, get a hold of my dad, Pat, at 309-299-9135, or you can call me at 217-314-9903. I mean, we're looking for anything. We're going to try upping our game a little bit for next year, try and get in the top 5 in the nation. Maybe win it. I mean, you never know.
Right, that'd be cool to win it.
Yeah, but anything would help. So, I mean, it's going to be a long winter.
Where's the farthest place you have traveled to race this year?
We went down to Missouri once, St. Louis. We went up to Kankakee up by Chicago. We didn't really travel as far. We were going to go to Georgia, but it's kind of a long haul.
Yeah.
Didn't have some good a good vehicle to make it that far. So
is a dumb question to say what's your average speed when you're on the tracks? Does it vary from track to track, or?
Oh, definitely. I'd say we could go from probably 120, 130 to 80.
And is it? I'm gonna throw out a word here now. Is it like a modified engine, whatever? Like all the cars can only go so fast?
In our class,
does that make sense?
Yeah, I know what you mean. In our class, we have a.
I'm not a rocket scientist. I know I fooled some of you.
We know that. I'm surprised you knew the word modified.
Yeah, we have to. Our class.
You got it written right here.
We have to run a 604 crate motor. They come from GM sealed, so you really can't tamper with them. You can put on a different water pump or a different power steering pump, and try and get as much out of it as you can, but you can't open them up at all. So.
You know how to do that?
What?
Change all that stuff out. Or you got a cat over there by the truck that does?
No. Well, we don't know how to do that. Yeah.
You know how to do it? I'm very impressed.
Well, I was going to bring my car over to you. I need a lot of work done to it.
I can do that too. So.
What's the ultimate goal here?
Oh man, obviously making it to NASCAR, but that's kind of a far out dream.
You never know.
I'd really like to run a super late model, run with like a touring series, like Lucas Oil late model series of the World of Outlaws. They got about 900 horsepower and 2,300 pound car, so they're a lot faster than us, but you know, we've ran with them and kept up with them before with our little motors, so I don't see why I couldn't do it with a big normal car like they got.
Well, let's do it.
Yeah.
Joe, you on board?
I'm on board. What's your?
Well, there you go. Joe just agreed to sponsor next year.
What's your?
I love filming under the bus.
You never know. I sponsor a lot of stuff. Hey,
Yeah,
what's
It's true.
How many races were you actually in, and like how many did you win? Is that like?
I think we ran 41 races. We won 6, had 30 top 5s. The rest of them were pretty much top 10s. I mean, we had a few of them that we either broke or just had a real bad night. But yeah, it was a pretty consistent year. We never really jumped out of the top 5 all year. So,
Who's your main pit man?
oh man, I had obviously my dad's there for.
Throw some names out though. Give him some thanks.
I gotta thank Austin Doolin, Sam Freed, Eddie Rice, Eli Bryan. They've all helped me out either this year or last year. So I mean, anybody that either came by the shop to help me with little stuff or was at the track with me, it all helps.
And you just had a baby.
Yeah, in June.
Yeah, how's that? Little change of life, huh?
It's awesome. I don't know. I thought that, you know, I'd have to quit racing or whatever, but I got a pretty supportive girlfriend. She lets me go and race, do whatever on the weekends, and she knows what I got to do to, you know, be successful.
It all changes when you say I do.
Now, hang on a minute.
Wow.
Right, Joe?
Then you're cleaning the house and making Walmart runs.
I know. I'm going
man.
to do that. But so obviously you're not racing right now. Your season's over. What do you do on your off time? Just work on your car, go out, obviously get some sponsors and kind of shoot for next year. When does your season start up again?
Beginning April.
Okay.
So right now we're just kind of tearing down, going over the car, trying to figure out what we're going to do for next year. Try to get some money in our pockets to go out and buy some new parts and some new shocks, new motor, you know, whatever we got to get. That's pretty much it.
You just have one car that you just focus on? You don't have a backup? Or?
Yep, just one.
Okay.
So that means you better not wreck it.
No, we try our hardest not to wreck it.
Yeah. Have you had any bad wrecks? Are you cold?
Yeah, I'm kind of cold.
You gotta get some meat on your bones.
Yeah,
They feeding you over there?
He's got to stay in game shape.
If you need a nutritionist, the 3 of us.
Here,
We're
want
not having any problems.
Want a muffin?
No, I'm good. I think it's because I'm used to sleeping right now. I work third shift, so I'm.
Oh, wow.
But what were we talking about?
I don't know.
Better nutrition.
Golf over indicator.
Yeah.
And that's actually in Bloomington.
That's one thing I don't know much about is golf. So.
Neither do we.
And don't wreck your car.
Oh yeah, we're talking about wrecks.
Yeah, don't wreck it.
Yeah, we've had a couple bad ones. I've rolled one over, twice in Lincoln. I've taken out like 6 pulls there. So, but that was a long time ago, a couple of years ago.
Yeah. And that wasn't your fault.
No.
You ever get out of your car and want to throw your helmet at somebody?
Yeah, it happened a couple times this year actually.
Don't be doing that.
Oh man.
Just don't do it.
Yeah. Don't do it because bad things will happen.
No, I didn't do it on the track.
Well, that's fine then.
Yeah.
Don't throw it at your dad either.
Well, that's happened a couple times too.
All right, Miles. Well, thanks for coming in with us today. You want to throw out your number, an email, or a website or something so people can get a hold of you again before we go?
Well, first I'd like to thank my sponsors if that's
yeah,
possible.
Absolutely.
I mean, I got a lot of them, so I'll just start. I got Royal Purple, Renegade Race Fuel, Rilco Oil, Pro Tire out of Bloomington, K&L Equipment, Mount Pulaski, Two Dogs Taxidermy, Brown Farms, Mark Mancinelli Race Engines out of Georgia, Better Way Home Improvement, and my buddy Eddie Rice kind of threw us some money to help get started last year. So that's pretty cool of him.
My guy Steve.
Absolutely.
Steve at Pro Tire?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my guy right there.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
All right.
Well, thanks, Miles.
Well, Miles,
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, come back with us next year. Very interesting. You know, a lot of people, don't know about the Lincoln Speedway and what you do. So,
Yeah.
the
I wish
get
more,
out there.
I wish more people did. I wish they'd come out and kind of support something that, I mean, you go to the movies, you pay like, what, $30, $40 to have a couple people. You can go out to the races, have a good time for $12, drink some beer, take your kids out
there.
there.
You go.
Kids love it. Kids love it.
Kids love
it's a great. Kids love the races out there, man. My
now you drivers aren't drinking beer, right?
Addicted.
After the races.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
Well,
just checking.
My niece is 4 years old. If they drive by, or if they're anywhere in Lincoln, she hears those cars rumbling. They have to go to the racetrack. She will not stop screaming until they get there.
All right.
It's awesome.
And you brought in a few T-shirts we'll give away.
Yeah. Cool. I think we got a few different sizes in there, so mostly kids. So I think you guys are out of luck.
God,
we'll wear them.
I was gonna say we're gonna have Scott.
They're called belly shirts. All right, Miles. Thanks for coming in, buddy, and we'll talk to you next year.
Yep. Thank you.
All right,
thanks,
that's Miles Moose with Moose Racing, and we'll be back here, and we'll have Mr. Chris Graue on with us. So stay tuned. You're in the Cheap Seats 96.3.
Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof.
Stop that.
Come on, you're happy.
I am. I'm happy to be here.
That's what we thought.
Happy to be on North Kickapoo Street.
Let it go a little bit.
Jim's got a wide variety of music. We went from ZZ Top to Pharrell.
I'll tell you what, that's a good song.
That is. Hey, you're back in the Cheap Seats 96.3 FM, and we got Chris Graue on with us right now.
Good morning, Logan County.
Good morning. Doing some fundraising out here today.
You know what? First of all, I'd like to thank Joe Ryan for agreeing to move the cheap seats from Pulaski Street to North Kickapoo
all the way
Street.
out here. Just
you
for
know,
RJ.
if you guys would have gone down there, you'd have to contend with the concrete trucks down there. That project's looking really, really good.
It's going to be cool.
Yeah, it's going to be very nice.
It'll be nice. And then when they get all the way around the square, downtown Lincoln, a new look, it'll be nice.
You betcha.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming, guys. Jim Ash kind of orchestrated the move. We'd like to thank him. He drugged Jeff number 2 along. How about that?
Hey, look at those guys.
Our cameraman Lloyd, he's got both cameras going now. Look at him go.
The tweet is
Lloyd does it all.
He's tweeting you out.
Yeah, I don't. I know. I won't, and I'm not going to learn either. My daughter has told me not to.
Yes.
Yeah, my son the same.
They don't want us to know what's going
Dad.
on.
No Twitter.
Yeah. Might be best not to know.
Chris, tell us what's going on out here today.
Well, we both my kids were very involved with the music programs at the high school, and they both have moved on, but we've still got some people that we're friends with and know at the high school. And Kim Quinn, a.k.a. PQ, approached me about doing a fundraiser for the choir. My daughter was in the choir for several years, and it's a very, very good program. It has a lot of value for those kids that participate in it. So we're doing a test drive program here. If you come out to the dealership and test drive any vehicle on our lot, we'll donate $15 to the high school choir program. If you make a cash contribution, we'll match that contribution up to $500. Plus, we've got Brad and Jennifer Luckhart of Nuthatch Hill Barbecue and Catering cooking today, and all the proceeds, not the profit, all the proceeds. You put $1 in for a bratwurst, that's going to go directly to the band, or not the band, the choir.
The band.
So wait a minute, let me get it straight. I go test drive this Corvette over here.
Corvette's not on the list. We need to go hide that thing.
Oh, so there's certain vehicles.
Well, we have a nice selection.
Or it might just be me.
We have a nice selection lined up here for you to choose from.
And have you seen the new Corvette?
It's right here.
Unfortunately, the Corvette's not included in the test drive program.
Wow.
That program starts next week.
Hey, we could have waited and told them that once they got out here.
There you go. There you go.
And you know what? Kim Quinn doesn't get enough credit out there for what she does. Now, I mean, when you threw her name around, Kim Quinn does a lot of stuff out there at high school. Very talented
lady.
lady.
Really good job. She's very involved in the theatrical program that my daughter was involved in, and Ethan was in band, and it's just a great program for those kids to be involved in.
Absolutely.
Very structured. A lot of value there.
And the Urban Cowboy, he was up throwing food around yesterday at the IGA.
Yes, he was. Brad Luckhart, he's really got it going on.
Yeah, he does.
He's honed that barbecue skill. He's got a new cooker that he bought from Mike Mills in Murfreesboro, and
you know a little bit about that stuff, don't you?
I think. Thing or two.
Yeah. You want to talk about any deals that to get these people out here? What's your guy going on?
Oh, there's 0 to 72 on a number of vehicles. There's fantastic rebates. We've got a really good incentive program going on all the 14 and 15 Silverados. If you're in the market for a pickup truck, October is the month to buy. September was truck month, but then they decided to extend it to the month of October. So all the truck month incentives also apply. We had a record new vehicle sales month last month. It was the best new car sales month that we've had in about 2 years.
Really?
And
Nice.
Business is good in Lincoln and Logan County. They talk about the economy maybe still being a little bit shaky, but not in Logan County, not here on North Kickapoo Street. Things are really
you gotta
good.
drive.
We talk about every Saturday. Is it a good day to buy a vehicle?
You know when the best day to buy a vehicle is?
When is that?
Today.
It's a good day to
Today's
buy
the day.
furniture, insurance, but the most of all today is a good day to buy a car.
You darn right.
Out of Graue Chevrolet.
Well, and the other thing we like to mention and focus on is regular maintenance and service on your vehicle. The vehicles today, the technology that's involved in these vehicles, you just don't want anybody working on your car. We've got a full crew of factory trained technicians that know what to look for. A lot of times you get involved in a vehicle repair, and sometimes they can spin their wheels, but our technicians have got the training and the tools and the know-how to be able to go in and diagnose your problem correctly, and we're only going to recommend what needs to be done, and all of our work is guaranteed that if it's not right, we'll make it right. Plus, we sell a lot of tires here on North Kickapoo Street. We counted up last year the number of tires we sold, and it was close to $200,000 in tires in 2013, and we'll probably break that number this year.
Wow. Hey, let's talk about oil changes a minute while I've got you out here. Are you still, with the changing of technology, do you still need to get an oil change every 3,000? Is that rule of thumb, if you will?
For years and years and years, it was 90 days, 3,000 miles, and they put what's called oil life monitoring systems on the cars where the manufacturer, under certain conditions, says that you can go 7,500 to 10,000 miles. I have a hard time getting my arms around that. We've kind of changed our specs a little bit, where we say anything between 5,000 and 7,500 miles is a good way to go. Tire rotations are due every 6,000 miles, so pretty much if you're going to do the extended life oil change, you need to be rotating your tires every time you change your oil. And unfortunately, when a vehicle, it doesn't matter what vehicle it is, it doesn't matter what type of oil you're using, once it reaches 3,000 miles, it's going to start to consume oil. So it's important that if you are going to go beyond 3,000 miles, that you check your oil frequently. And if you make a pit stop here at Graue Incorporated anytime, we'll be glad to pop the hood. We'll pull the dipstick for you. We'll check it for you. Also, too, with the temperature changes that we've got right now, if you have a daytime temperature of 60 degrees and then overnight it gets down to 35 or 40, with that overnight temperature change, a lot of times when you get up in the morning, you drive your car, your low tire light's going to pop on. Don't worry about it. The system's just doing its job. Stop in here anytime. All you have to do is just pull right into the service entrance, the service write-up area. We've got an air hose and a gauge mounted very conveniently, so our advisors can check that for you. You don't have to mess with that yourself. Just stop out here and we'll take care of that for you. Just pull in. We can check your oil for you. We can check your tire pressure for you. Well, if you want us to, we'll be glad to put the vehicle in the shop and do a multi-point inspection to give you a written estimate of what needs to be done to your car. And at that point, then you can decide if you want to have X, Y, and Z done and maybe wait on the other stuff. You can make the decision on what you need to have done.
And is that free?
That's free.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
Well, not the work, just the estimate.
To pop in and see what that would
The
cost.
inspection. If you want to have one of our factory trained technicians check your vehicle over, we'll do a no-charge multi-point vehicle inspection. We'll check. It's all visual. We're not going to get in and do a compression check. We can load test the battery, but there can still be other things in there lurking. But at a visual inspection, we'll write an overall inspection for you, give you an estimate in writing of what it's going to need to have done.
Awesome. Which you'd highly recommend heading into winter, huh?
You betcha.
That's the worst time to have that car break down.
You betcha. You betcha.
See how smart I am?
Yeah, that was a very good question you asked.
And with what they're saying with the winter that we're going to have, it sounds like it's going to be a repeat of last year with lots of snow and very, very extreme cold temperatures. And that when that temperature drops, it's really hard on batteries, alternator starters. They all work a lot harder. And all of these vehicles today are much, much better than they were 15 years ago, even 5 years ago. So we're seeing vehicles come into the shop with 100, 150, 200,000 miles on them. And when I do have somebody looking at a high mileage vehicle, the key to driving a high mileage vehicle is that if something starts to happen with it, if you hear a noise, you have a light come on, take care of it when it happens, because if you don't, that catastrophic failure with an engine or transmission or a rack and pinion, that maintenance can take care of some of those things, it can kind of be history for that high mileage car.
Right.
Yeah,
Periodic maintenance is not expensive, but neglect can be, is what Bob Graue always used to say.
And he knew.
He knew very,
right.
very well, and he was a good teacher for us.
Absolutely.
So what do you guys got going on today?
Well, I don't know.
You're looking at it.
Unfortunately, we are.
Yeah, this is probably about it. You going to go sell some furniture?
I have people for that.
Oh. Well, might just
We talked about that. All he's got to do is wake up.
Yeah, he's just got to wake up. But Chris, thanks for coming in. We're going to be here. You guys will be here till what? 10 to 11? Okay.
They're never going to leave.
No.
Not with this coffee.
Right.
What about you? And you haven't had a brat yet.
Oh, yeah.
That's what we're waiting around for.
Oh, he will.
Yeah.
Wonder what we're doing today. I mean,
And let's talk about that. Chris. You claim there's good coffee out here.
Yes, we have the best coffee in Logan County. It's free. Don Jordan does his stuff with the fresh ground beans.
fresh.
He roasts them
ground
himself.
beans.
No, we don't roast them ourselves, but we sure grind a lot of it.
And Don Jordan looks good today in his outfit.
Where is
if
Don
anything,
Jordan?
come out here and see him.
You betcha.
Yeah, all right.
You betcha.
All right, Chris. Well, thanks for setting in with us. Our time is up. I know listeners are
that.
thankful for that. So
A lot of people turn the radios on now.
keep it here to 96.3 because Jeff number 2 and Jim, the country morning show drive host, and I haven't seen Lisa the prize girl yet. She's supposed to make an appearance, so Jake might have to do that. He might have to put on the tube top and
I'll put on one of them T-shirts right here.
and give away stuff.
That'll bring a crowd.
Tie it in a
We
knot.
need to take that show down to Joe's office.
As I say, Chris will thank you up front for that.
Yeah. No
Be
car
drinking the
sales
coffee.
today. All right. That's going to do it for us, guys. You've been in the cheap seats on 96.3 FM, streaming live on the web at WLCNonline.com.
Thanks for coming, guys.